200,000 to 1 billion, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, 843,000. And Sammy Gyamfi dia koto eye. Now any serious country, Sammy Gyamfi should have been shot to death. I'm telling you.
I go by the name Flamboyant Lifestyle. If not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to on your notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be the first person to watch. Okatakyie Afrifa, I don't know what they want from the NDC people. This man, I don't know what he has really eaten or what he's doing with his life. And I don't know what he's doing. You know, they make sense to me. He has come to let us understand that Sammy Gyamfi has bought 8 billion TV in his office. And he was trying to explain so many things that his cabinet and all those things. Well, Sammy Gyamfi need cabinet in his office. Is he going to cook in the office or what? He said so many things. Some way to me that don't make sense to me. 8 billion TV, bro. This man have to be serious. I know that we have expensive gadgets out there, but Sammy Gyamfi will never spend that such money on TV. I don't know whether he can or he can't. I can't tell. So without not wasting my time, let's pay attention and listen to what he's saying.
100,000 to 1 billion, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, 843,000. And Sammy Gyamfi dia koto eye. Now any serious country, Sammy Gyamfi should have been shot to death. I'm telling you. Such crime, television back we here in office, or the 8 billion in a chi. Most so chrono way so. Eka chere me kwa Afrifa say e ya ho ye anti. Sammy Gyamfi say na dwuma wo be ye no TV we here no one office. We here 8 billion TV back. We here 8 billion. 8 billion. Now, according to the contract, kitchen cabinet, stove, microwave, install it. Sammy Gyamfi office kitchen cabinet minim so oba be no aduane wo so be dey o. Sa kitchen cabinet e cost Ghana for taxpayer 297,567. Tienie. Sammy Gyamfi ese ne dantie mo Ghana for bebre na mabobo adam. Sammy Gyamfi etuwoka eye TV a Sammy Gyamfi ene ne office TV e wo ho ene ne kitchen cabinet ene ne stove aye install e okaboma eye to the tune of 1.1 million Ghana cedi. 1.1 million Ghana cedi. Enka tete ne 10 billion. Tie madwene ogoka TV baako ene ye install a kitchen baako to the tune of enka tete 10 billion. You can't 10 billion, 1.1 million. It's missing 5-bedroom house. Ewo Ghana, fully furnished 5-bedroom house. 1.1 million. Sammy Gyamfi dia to TV and the kitchen cabinet dia boni fee. I need them. The office. While businesses are collapsing, the young people who need money. A teacher for yen to win omuka. Obi se o here television. Obi se o here kitchen cabinet. Obi se o here 1.1 million. And can't it 10 billion. Now you to know some years have been previous and yagrin and yagumenti. And they by this time the youth should have marched to Sammy Gyamfi's office. So you to net see what is happening to them. So will be to me you sue a year and quantity 8 billion the to TV. Now you moving away from it. Now you shadie. Who movie away? Before Sammy Gyamfi had a contract of 11 million Ghana cedi. Ebema a year ora stando benini nuya dobe. Omo company no Sammy Gyamfi at the company be a friend Gracefield or the furniture contract worth 1 million and the MPP communicators will be a Sammy Gyamfi the kind the contract sum of 1 million Ghana cedi said furnitures and konya table are war twice in the office no a 1 million Ghana cedi ne konya war twice in the office no and can't 10 billion and open konya de asi ni office etu de koka TV ne ho a e de koka microwave ne ho a Sammy Gyamfi nkonwa a wode si ne dem ni TV ne microwave e won office eye 20 billion enka de diska 20 billion 2.1 million or the same contract name at Gracefield. Now months earlier ebi a wadi kama contract say yankofa nkonwa mra wo surprisingly, company your friend Koresa was a Koresa. Company your friend Koresa was a Koresa Muntenie. Now Koresa company was a diabeno, Koresa Limited no. Ora Standobe our deputy chief of staff. We Stansikani Standobe. Any Ninuya we Willenam Ayedobe. Ana sa company no omodia. So open chrono daylight robbery. And omu only Koresa. For you to know that Koresa ni ye omodia no hweniye. Now oko Wezo stand up when for omodia sa Wezo group limited na stand up when ni nua dia. Now stand up when ni nua no. Ofa Koresa no email address. Just so you know, the email address of Koresa is koresa@wezogroup.com. Tienio. Eti company no Standogbe any nua ana omodia. Now Standogbe deputy chief of staff any nua ana Sammy Gyamfi awarded omo company contract to the tune of 11 million and 110 billion. 110 billion. Mobeka me catch them last year says Sammy Gyamfi will go to jail. Sammy Gyamfi will go to jail because idea Sammy Gyamfi yan will go board hono. A serious issue. Sa gold board idea Sammy Gyamfi yan. Now Sammy Gyamfi amma Standogbe a company to the tune of 11 million Ghana cedi. But within the 11 million Ghana cedi, there is a component for furniture. Don't forget that when it comes at Gracefield, a furniture contract of 1 million Ghana cedi. Now there is a component in the 11 million for furniture to the tune of 3 million Ghana cedi. So it's all the 3 million Ghana cedi way ekoka the 1 million already as Sammy Gyamfi ma Gracefield now. It means Sammy Gyamfi spending 4 million Ghana cedi on furniture alone in the gold board office. You can 4 million Ghana cedi name Rebrawa and can't it 40 billion. Billions have 40. Sammy Gyamfi. It is Sammy Gyamfi office in Kwano and Konya and table near the on in a month for be yusuno. A year to the tune of a year 40 billion and can't it 4 million. Now both Wezo Group any Koresa Ghana Limited no. Medical Kacham says Standogbe dia. Standogbe yinsu ye deputy chief of staff. Ni nua no so one ne ye no a deputy a year. Omo office wa agrenga no tienie. Na ye ma omo contract no. It was through sole sourcing. When you mere coincidence, this is a year pure thievery and architecture to steal from the people. And you make a Sammy Gyamfi yes and you.
Nipa kakra bi afasika na kenten so a omo ne omo yere ne omo ma ne omo busuafo edi sika ne nyafunyafu ti sika bi ani wa de be ye oman ni ye enu ti na ye bre no enu ti na ukrom kwan no aka ho a aban ne nyeye no enu ti na so piti sa ye
a Sammy Gyamfi ebeso omo didie anu wama eye Standogbe ne nkrofo to the tune of 110 billion 11 million contract through sole sourcing. Now bisa Sammy Gyamfi said die enti ne de ma sole sourcing Sammy so say ni yentie no
nipa kakra bi afasika na kenten so a omo ne omo yere ne omo ma ne omo busuafo edi sika ne nyafunyafu ti sika bi ani wa de be ye oman ni ye enu ti na ye bre no enu ti na ukrom kwan no aka ho a aban ne nyeye no enu ti na aso piti sa ye rehwe no ye nhu no the reason is corruption enu ti se ye pese o man fa no tuma pefra e wo se ye nyina ye ni bre e wo kata hyehye pro ye dwirim so na ye te so atua na ene katalishe ne proye no new angle bi aba MPP for the bomb by no chrono yi ba e ya de a ye friend so source yin de akire nyina ne se aban pese odi dwumadie bi na insese obefa mra kwan so abamu ama omo a omo wo opepa se omo ye se adwuma ni nyina epre bi no aban ne ti da bi me de ko hyedem na me de akoma nipa ba akopɛ
Sana Sammy Gyamfi ayeye aban so de kwose dem ade amani pa ba akopɛ na Sammy Gyamfi de kwose dem so de master Standogbe ni nua company nkwa through so sourcing. Now the irony of it is that even by the time we had a contract in mo no na per so person ma so sourcing na You need works and housing certificate. You need valid PPA certificate. Now, irony, Koresa only obtained PPA certificate in May 2025. And he had a contract in in July 2025. June 2025. Now, the time why you did a year contract in a moment. Now, the PPA said, which of the certificate? I think the PPA. It will share a year PPA certificate. Now, but Sammy Gyamfi says, still, our person will chrono, and these are the words of Sammy Gyamfi. A person will a chrono through source inti, what the master stand up with, and then in the company. Now, Public Procurement Act Section 40, actually, acquire first way so sourcing. The only reason I so sourcing is when there is no alternative supplier. When there is an extreme emergency. Eti, bueno, Sammy Gyamfi kasa. Yasi ebe so sourcing. So sourcing ni nyina say, ye mere competitive tendering. Ye nyama nkrofo bebre nu amemeye bi nemo ye hia nipa ba akopɛ. And per section 40 of the Public Procurement Act 663, the only time we do so sourcing is allowed is when one, there is no alternative supplier. Contractee, nipa omoye renovation of buildings bebre wa Ghana. Sammy Gyamfi so de bema eye korosa. We just stand up with there. When there is extreme emergency, there is no extreme emergency. What is so special?
To see the works they claim to have done. That you would want to do this contract through so sourcing. Why? Look, what is so special about a 120-meter asphalt runway? What is so special about what government itself describes as minimal renovation of a building? And if Andy can put the pictures of the Sunyani Airport on the screen for people to see the works they claim to have done. That you would want to do this contract through so sourcing. Why?
The same questions are being put to you today. What is so special about renovation of a year Bank of Ghana old building, a Wu Gold Board, that it could not have been through competitive tendering? What is so urgent about it? But clearly, Sammy Gyamfi wants to steal us through a year one standogbe. Obeso wiyayi. Standogbe. Eni niya wele nam dogbe. Ombeso mu wiyayi nti. Ana Sammy Gyamfi amu contract through so sourcing to the tune of a year 110 billion. Now, causing financial loss, abuse of office, unlawful procurement. Ninyina Sammy Gyamfi, one day you go to jail. Now, so conflict of interest be any baby. Conflict of interest, baby. If it's a stand-up, before you make a conflict of interest, let's use the words of AF. Okujeto ablakwa. Yenti okujeto say there.
Article 284 of the Constitution is very clear. A public officer shall not put himself in a position where his personal interest conflicts or is likely to conflict with the performance of the functions of his office. So you see the standard very high, conflicts or is likely to. And in the classic case of Anani, where this provision really was tested, you know, Shiraj delivered a very, very profound decision. And I want to read from page 21 of that Shiraj decision in the Anani case. And this is Anna Bosman. The commissioner has held that a public official breaches this provision, not only where there is actual conflict of interest, but also where there is a likelihood of conflict of interest.
Now,
where
to
there
raise
is already in existence a personal relationship between the
threshold of Article 284 to raise it, also not only when they conflict, but likelihood. Now, Deputy Chief of Staff, who is so powerful, now say Okosi will be say even in the event that it was a competitive bidding, who could have actually stood against a Deputy Chief of Staff, Standobe? Standobe, I would tell me a pian soldier for 2 or more training. Standobe, I would tell me DJ camera say next Standobe a company or no big company, let alone when it is done through so sourcing. And the guidelines for a year strike is very clear. The violations are there. But Sammy Gyamfi is abusing his office and he will go to jail. Sammy Gyamfi will go to jail one day. 11 million for renovation, 4 million for furniture, 843,000 for TV, 843,000. Kitchen cabinet, 297,000. Sammy Gyamfi, you will go to jail. I'm telling you. Someday soon, you will go to jail. Because there was no urgency for you to give it a sole sourcing. But you did that simply because you wanted to steal from us. Now you did it against the directive of John Dramani Mahama.
You are laws to eliminate excessive waste in the procurement of government supplies and projects. Single source procurement must be the rare exception rather than the norm.
The rare exception.
We must also subject government projects above a certain threshold to value for money audits. And just this morning I was reviewing some of the procurement reports. And there was this procurement for poultry farmers. 10,000 units of something. And it was single source. The reason for single source was urgency. And one company was giving the contract to supply 10,000 units of whatever it was. The supplier and the person who assembles it was not allowed to bid. And so the company who that won it went to the supplier, bought the items for 4,500 and came and sold them for 6,600 to government and walked away with 21 million cedis on that supply. I mean, how can you do this? I mean, it was our own company we're running. How would we do a thing like this? But that is government bleeding. Everybody cutting their pound of flesh. That must stop.
John Dramani Mahama said government bleeding, everybody cutting their pound of flesh. Standogbe is cutting his pound of flesh. Wellenam Dogbe, greedy people. Yedo Martina as deputy chief of staff. Sika wamu diene nsuomo. Edna kwa deputy director general of SNIT. Sika wo diene nsuono. Sammy Gyamfi yedna tiro gold board CEO. Wa jini se ayesi amuwa shina chi ayesi. Nsuono. Yesu amusa afa kwan so through so sourcing. Ese wia manfo ni sika. You Sammy Gyamfi, you go to jail. Yentie Sammy Gyamfi nse enu mu nsem bio. Yentie.
Nipa kakra bi afasika na kenten so a omo ne omo yere ne omo ma ne omo busuafo edi sika ne nyafunyafo ti sika bi ani wa de be ye oman ni ye enu nti na ye bre no enu nti na ukrom ahodo for enyuma kese e wo Ghana emrase sa ban e fa bo bi adwuma se wo medi sa adwuma ne ma oman a aban ma obi contract ho a yemamu na obi biara owo nimdie na our capacity so betimi aye say adwuma. We should give that person the opportunity to compete.
Okay.
TFA be competitive tendering. Ma ho kwan na obi amepre adwuma ni bi. The obetumi aye adwuma ni yie a oman no benya so mfaso abra oman ne bebo kakakra bi ne dia ma no.
Nokure.
But wo hwe de ekoso wo bawomia ene omampenya kufu ado amamwo yimu a ye wo contract akese bebre a.
It's 11 billion.
Aben de ma bawomia nuano mo a yemma ho kwan se obi amepre bi yesi peg aso ye disika toto so a o mine hwe sika titiri dia you will weep for Ghana as we move along. Binua
wo hwene se V-boot Sammy Gyamfi wo hwene se V-boot tete V-boot yen replace the same words now kan yen yi din na ye ne mfa stand up ni nua ne wo din hye wo contract akese over 11 million which is 110 billion old cedi. Mudi biya toto so. Na mode ma through so sourcing. When the government requires, when the statute requires that they must be through competitive bidding. We no say ba omia de mani nuanom. But in this case, you are giving it to stand up ni nuanom. O hwene statute V-boot. On say unya atumi de. The very thing you were against, the very thing you were fighting vehemently against, you are doing that and even worse. And gold board is a crime scene. Yentie Sammy Gyamfi ni offense.
Ja hodo for enyuma kese e wo Ghana. Emrase sa ban e fa bo bi adwuma se wo medi sa adwuma ne ma oman a aban ma obi contract ho a.
Say aban e fa koresa ye stando gbe ni nua wele nam dogbe dia. Sammy Gyamfi to aso.
Yemamu
Yemiem yenye so sourcing. Sammy Gyamfi ubie mu anase o ma so sourcing to eye koresa eye stando gbedia to aso Sammy yenti o.
Na obi biara owo nimdie na owo capacity so betimi aye say adwuma. We should give that person
it obi bia obetimi renovate eye Bank of Ghana office no a gold board e ko occupy no Sammy Gyamfi to aso
opportunity to compete.
Nemo no media me ba be ye gold board CEO a me ma kwan bi en compete Made 11 million Ghana cedi, 110 billion old cedi contract bema Koresa. Aye idea aye so me to aso.
Ti efre bibi competitive tendering. Ma
me na minim competitive tendering ewo eye opposition. Ne mo me buy eye aban mu no minim. Wo hwene set TV boot onim yentie no.
o kwan na obi amepre adwuma ni bi.
Aha, enso we de o ma kwan mo obi amepre bi. Wo de bema stand ogbeni ni nua to aso.
De obetumi aye adwuma ni yie a oman no benya so mfaso abra oman ne bebo kakakra bi ne de ama no.
Aha, enso me de obetumi aye adwuma ni yie o. De ontimi nya ni yie o. De aban bebo kakra bi o, de mo kakra bi o. Stand ogbeni ni nua menya aye ma adwiri se nam de mo no anam de mo to aso.
But wo hwe de ekoso wo bawomia ene omampenye kufu ado amamwo yi mu a.
Wo hwe de ekoso wo Sammy Gyamfi ni gold board office ho no a to aso Sammy.
Ye wo contract akese bebre a.
Ye wo contract akese si ye renovate 11 million Ghana cedis Sammy to aso.
Aben de ma bawomia nuanom a.
Sammy Gyamfi de ma eye stand ogbeni ni nuanom a Sammy to aso.
Yamma ho kwan se obi amepre bi.
A wo ma kwan mu obi amepre bi. So Sammy to aso.
Yesi peg.
Yesi peg. Yesi peg. Yen to aso.
Ye di sika toto so a.
Ye di sika toto so ma TV kura ni ye to no 8 billion. Yen to aso.
O mine hwe sika titiri dia.
O mine boka wo gold board titiri die Sammy Gyamfi to aso.
You will weep for Ghana.
You will weep for Ghana
as we move along.
As we move along.
Charge avodo for a human kese e wo
hwene such TV boot. Also wo ayi opposition dey na nim competitive bidding. Na nim aban gase oba enkwasiade awudi. Oba enkwasiade awuti office wa awudi. Sammy Gyamfi, you are a young guy. You've been given the opportunity to serve your people. Now, more young guys here, more opportunity to serve ya. Kwasiade nko na moye. Kwasiade. No hope for our nation. We don't care. Munya hunu sika no a, that becomes your motivation. We sika ni nyafu. We sika no. Wo opposition na wonim competitive bidding obeduru aban mu a wo CEO no ayi gold board wonim competitive bidding ne wa nyame twedi ampomfa wo bone enchew ade a wode ye o my Ghana no nyame young guy given the opportunity to serve. Look at what you are doing to the nation. Medimusia.
If you listen to what Okatakyie Afrifa has said, they have spoken. I don't know where he had the information from. And if it's true that Sammy Gyamfi had bought TV for 8 billion, then Sammy Gyamfi have to be very careful. Sammy Gyamfi have to be very, very careful because we are living in a country in which we need a lot of things. You can just find a little TV, nice TV in your office, but buying 8 billion TV, bro, you need to be jailed for life because you don't think about the citizens in the country. You only think about your well-being, you only think about yourself. And if you're a politician and you're in power, you have to think about the citizens. So this is what Okatakyie Afrifa has said. You can also share your comments under the comment section. Do you believe or you don't believe that Sammy Gyamfi has bought 8 billion TV? You can share your comments down in the comment section. Anything that you really want to say, please feel free and say it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that anytime I drop a video, you will be the first person to watch. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you another time.